Hello. Yeah, we're from the High Court. We have an eviction order for your flat. Were you expecting us?
Yeah, she was. We saw her before.
Can we come in?
Yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Have you got somewhere to go?
Sorry?
Have you got somewhere to go?
The tenant came here as a refugee from Somalia and has lived in the flat for 5 years.
How long will you need now to go?
Go. I
Yeah.
think come after 3 o'clock.
The tenant speaks some English, but without anyone to help her, Paul is concerned about how much she really understands.
We need to change the locks.
No, only for me.
That one. OK. Thank you.
This is the only home the tenant has known since arriving in Britain.
It's quite a nice place, isn't it?
She walks with a stick. Moving out will require assistance.
You've got to go now. Today. Yeah,
It's not speaking English, only somebody know here.
I understand.
The tenant is still showing no signs of moving. Paul tries again to explain that she has to vacate now.
You've got to leave today. You have to go now.
Finally, a friend calls. But it seems that the tenant has understood some of what Paul has been saying.
Could I speak to them? Hello? Are you... Sorry, you speak English? No, she's got 1 hour to get her personal belongings out. OK, thank you. She'll explain.
The tenant is now homeless. She must apply to her local council for help.
The entire system is geared up to rehousing people like her. So 70% of the people we're evicting are refugees from Somalia, North Africa, wherever it might be. I don't pretend to understand why or how that system works as it does, but it does. She's packed, she's ready, she was expecting this to happen. It's like Alice in Wonderland, really. She'll go to the council, they'll find her emergency accommodation. Hopefully they've got interpreters there who speak Somalian.
20 minutes later, the tenant's friend, Fozia, arrives to help. Fozia insists that the tenant is too frail to move all of her belongings out today.
If you give her key, she can come back. But she wearing her stuff.
Sorry?
She wearing her stuff. Can you give her a key, please?
No, she's got to leave now. She will have to telephone...
But she's sick, even she can't walk, you know that. Huh? Before she moves, you have to give her every
No.
2 days, 1 day.
She's had
But she's a disability.
court papers. Well, then she needs to go down to the council.
You have to give her notice.
No, we don't. There is no notice.
Why?
Because this is from the High Court, not from the County Court.
The agents have no choice but to enforce the writ today. The tenant has to accept that now really does mean now.
It's the old story here. The longer you give them, the longer they'll take. They want 3 o'clock for a reason. Then they want tomorrow. We'll give her a set of keys back so she can get her stuff out. And we need to give her notice. They've got all the right answers, just in the wrong sequence. Oh, look at that. Is that a master locksmith or what? Let's just go and G this process up. How long? 5 minutes?
Give her 20 minutes.
No, we want to be gone in 5 minutes. We've been here for an hour.
Please 20 minutes.
Obviously, you have to understand that there is a language problem. The other lady tends not to speak much English. This one speaks a bit more English. She believes that the system should work her way. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't.
Even as they're leaving, Fozia is determined to argue her friend's case.
Okay. Let me just tell you. Hello, excuse me. Let me tell you how the process works. Let me tell you how. I don't care. Let me tell you how the process works. The court told her ages ago that she had to go. Yeah.
You okay, my love? Thank you very much. Bye-bye. You take care. Be lucky.
Yes.
You should be luckier than you are today.
After fleeing from war-torn Somalia 5 years ago, the tenant's future is once again uncertain.
All of this is just the way it goes. We turn up, pantomime starts, on switch, council, everybody rushes around. We're seen as the villains of the piece. We'll now go and do the next one, and that'll be exactly the same. Pantomime 2 for the day, system cranks up, order, council, whole thing rolls on. And the only downside to this, if there is a downside, is that we've had a language problem here, which we can apologise for. We don't speak Somali, but 70% of the people we're evicting are people in circumstances like this.